Hey everybody, this is Kirk with An Easy Way to Trade. Do me a favor, before you watch this video, hit the like button and then hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when we do our other videos. Okay guys, we'll go ahead and get started with what we got. 8:03, want to be respectful of your time. First, I'm going to get started. I appreciate everybody jumping on tonight. We got some things we want to talk about this evening first, but I want to first ask if there's anybody who has any questions about the EA and the trades that EA is taking up this last night or throughout the day. Anybody have any questions about the EA before we get started with anything? Anybody? We're going to go over a couple of trades that it took last night or overnight, and then the trades that we're in right now. Well, at least the ones that I'm in, you should be in roughly these same trades or had these same trades. Anybody got any questions about why we stayed in all these trades? Nobody? Okay, well, let's get started with what we had last night, guys. Our first trade last night was our trade we had with GBP, AUD. As we see, when we trade came in, we look to the left. This is what I look to the left. Saw we're in an uptrend, right? We're in an uptrend. Then price normally, most of our trades, as we noticed that over time, most of the time, we can't say every time, most of the times trades are usually a break and retest, right? We got support sitting right here. It took the trade right here. So we're going to stay in that trade. That's a good trade looking at, and that was our TP. And it should be, and it's continuing up right now. So we've hit TP last night on that one. Everybody who got that trade, if you had that trade, put a 1 in the chat. If your EA took that trade, put a 1 in the chat. I was hoping people could hear me because I didn't ask if y'all could hear me. But okay, Abe, yours is the only one that took that trade, guys. All right, okay, yours took that trade. All right, next trade was GBP NZD, and all of these trades, guys, pretty much the whole market's in an uptrend right now. Well, all the GBP pairs are in an uptrend right now. So of course, it took this trade right here, right? Took it right there. Well, what are we in? We're in an uptrend. We knew we were in an uptrend, so that was a no-brainer to stay in that trade, right? Plus, it was also sitting on the mini support right here. It's just a little bit. I mean, not a lot, but it's just you got 3 candles sitting right in this area, 4 candles right in this area. It's not a big one, but it's enough, to say I'm in an uptrend and a small support. I would be willing to take that trade. You didn't turn your E on until tonight. Okay, Jared, that's fine. It's totally up to you. And we've said that to everybody, guys. It's totally up to you when you want to turn your EA on, when you can manage it. If you feel like you don't want to turn it on until you can manage it, so be it. We're going to get enough trades. So as we see, guys, we got this trade right here, GBP NZD, right? Know it was an uptrend. That's the first thing I look for is if we're consolidating or an uptrend. And we're going to, after I go over these trades, guys, we're going to come back to them because we're going to add another component to it to help you to decipher whether you think it's trending or maybe going into consolidation. All right, but we're going to go over it like it is, like we are right now, because we want to show structure. We want to look at 1 of 3 things that I'll look at when it enters the trade. Am I going up or am I going down or am I going sideways? If I'm going sideways, I don't want it. If I'm going down, I want it for a sell, up for a buy. So that was pretty much a no-brainer, right? Although it was last night, didn't even matter. I was asleep, right? So, but we, as you can tell, we won that trade also. Now we're in. If you won that trade, if you were in that trade, put a 2 in the chat. If your EA took that trade, put a 2 in the chat. GBP and ZD, put a 2 in the chat if your EA took that trade and hit profit. Okay. All right. Well, one person. Okay. All right. Let's keep going, guys. We are in EUR or I am in. Okay. Your EA was off. Okay. All right. I am in EUR NZD, GBP, JPY, and NZD CAD. We're going to go through all of these and show why I elected to stay in these trades, guys. EUR NZD is took a buy right here, right? And as we can see, yes, we're in a buy trend. We're creating higher highs, higher lows, right? Going up plus, sitting on support right here. Put me in the trade right here. I would rather it put me in down here, but hey, the EA put me in the trade. It put me in the trade, so that's all I need. Then I can make the decisions. So it put me in the trade right here. And what I was looking for on this one, it was kind of iffy. When I say iffy, not really iffy because I'm in a strong buy trend. However, as you can see, it's been doing what? Kind of starting to go sideways. And again, when it's right here, we don't know how long it's going to be going sideways. We can't tell the future. All I see is support here and a little resistance right there, the same amount, right? So, you know, it's not like it's spiking, going higher and coming back. It's so that's what I make a call on. But I see it's a strong buy trend, right? And if you're used to drawing trend lines, right, then you see, you know, I know at least I did when I was with other groups, they would say draw a trend line and then you can get a stronger trend line, you know, a trend line within a trend line. So I just felt like, and that's a sign of, you know, a strong trend. So I elected, sitting on the structure right here, I elected to stay in this one right here when it entered me in because it was entering me in right at my resistance. But if all that struck, I just felt it was going to break it. It broke it, and now we're going up, right? So that was a lot of confirmations to tell me to hold that trend. Again, we're going to add another component, you know, shortly. You know, so we in that trade. If you're in that trade, put a 3 in the chat. If you're in this trade, EURNZD right now, put a 3 in the chat. And we're only about if you turn GEA on right now, may not have taken it. 8 pips, but it may if you turn it on right now. So if you're in this trade right now, put a 3 in the chat box. Nobody's in this trade. Nobody's in this trade. Okay. All right. Got out because I thought it was consolidating. Okay. I mean, again, that's your call, but I look at the big picture. The big picture, creating higher highs and higher lows, it never stopped, right? Got my lower here. I'm just waiting to see now. It's just a call for you. It's just your feeling. I just felt like it was going to break that trade, you know. So, and again, if you get out of a trade that it wins, we don't care about that. You know, it's going to be more trades. There's definitely going to be more trades out here, you know. So at least you didn't lose money. Right? At least you didn't lose money, Abe. If you didn't lose money. May not have made none on this one, but you didn't lose money. So we're gonna, you know, we're gonna add another component too. Next trade we're in is
big question, Kirk.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, and I really have to admit that is just one of the trouble that I'm getting, and just because I'm so used to just analyze the pair top down analysis myself. So I just want to confirm. When we have the trade coming, so just go straight to the 1 hour to analyze it from there.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I do. This is how I do. We're trading it on the 1 hour. This is not a manual trading scenario, so I don't have to go to the daily 4 hour
Yeah.
minute. So I'm trading. The EA is putting me in on the 1 hour, so it's not like I can say no, EA, don't put me in. Put me in on the 15-minute on the pullback. So I'm trading on the 1 hour. So once it puts me in, then I make the decision. I don't, and then what I normally do though is yes, I will go to the 4 hour and look and the 4 hour and look and see, where my overall, see, we can see on the 4 hour, this is a really good downtrend, right? And this could be just a pullback. It could be just a strong pullback because we got come on. Because we got 4 hour resistance right here. But again, I'm out of the trade by the end. Right. So I look at the 4 hour, and that's another comment. I'm in a downtrend overall, 4 hour. That could be just a 50% pullback right here, right? Because the downtrend started right here, like coming to about 50%. Right. So that could be just a really strong pullback, but I got good momentum. So I looked at that on the 4 hour and I said, yes, I'm gonna stay in this trade because even if it does come back to where it was on resistance, I'm at 40 pips and I'm out. I'm at 40 pips and I'm out of that. So yeah, you can. I only look at the hour and the 4 hour with the EA. I don't look at anything. I don't look at the 15-minute. I don't look at the daily, nothing like that. I look at the hour and the 4 hour to make my determination because again, the EA is putting me in on the hour. I don't have a choice. I gotta go with the hour status.
Okay, yeah, because it was throwing me off a little bit, and I was just a little confused about the best approach on managing. Thank you.
I mean, Eric B, you got anything to add to that, or how you would see that? We have the top down guy on the trainer now, right now. You there?
No, I mean, you're fine. I mean, you just got to put the other thing in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna add that too. Okay, I was just okay. That's how I looked at it, Florence. I go to the hour and the 4 hour, and that's it. No 15-minute for me or daily because I don't have a choice. The EA's put me in on the hour. But we'll see about we'll put the other component in a minute about the consolidation that we were talking about. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Next, what was the next trade? The phone went off. NZD CAD. All right. NZD CAD. Put us in for a sale. If you're in NZD CAD, put a 3 in the chat box. If you're in NZD CAD right now, put a 3 for the sale. Put a 3 in the chat box. This is a very easy one. It's a very simple, easy trade here on the hour. We're in a sell trend, very good sell trend, right? Plus, this is our entry right here. That's our stop loss right there. All right. So I could essentially, because of what I'm looking at right here, and this is again where we talk about we can manage the EA. If I let this trade run, we're in profit with this trade. If I let this trade run tonight, I'm looking at a very strong trend. If I don't want to risk 30 pips, I'm looking at this resistance right here on the hour. Now, granted, it's an hour resistance, but I say to myself, okay, well, before I go to bed, I'm going to bring mine down about 30 pips. I'm about 20 pips. So like that. Just if that's managing. If I elect to do that, I'm not telling people to do that. I'm saying this is what you can do. If I'm there because I got resistance right here. And if it comes down, it's been consolidated a little bit, hitting that, and then it's bouncing down. If it comes back up and closes above my resistance and my trend line, odds are it's going the other way. So I save myself 10, 15 pips and bring it down because that is resistance, that is and it seems to be holding, right? So that would save me a few. I just bring it down to about 20 pips. And save me 10 pips if it decides to go to it. Because again, if it closes above the resistance and the trend line, probably going the other way. And why give it that extra 10, 15 pips or whatever? Anybody have any comments or questions on that? So Jennifer, Jennifer's the only one in this trade. So okay. Now I want to ask, is there any reason other than the ones who said they just turned theirs on of why you're not running yours right now? I mean, is because you can't manage it right now? Because remember, guys, this is still the free trial demo. We kind of wanted everybody to just run it and test it and see what it's going to do because the EA has been down hundreds of dollars, X amount of pips. But if you don't have it on, you can't watch it turn around. So you don't get the full view and demo of what this EA can do.
This Jerry, the reason why I didn't turn mine on yesterday, I was in Georgia yesterday, family funeral. Okay, and I couldn't manage it, so that's why I turned it on today. So
understand. Are you running in demo or live?
A demo.
Okay. And again, guys, I'm just reemphasizing. This is demo. This is for you to test it out. I personally just let mine run, no matter where I am, because I want to watch it and see what it does. And if I get to be able to come look at it and say I'm gonna close this one out, okay. If I don't get to say I'm gonna close it out, so be it. It's demo. I'm just saying this, guys, because we want you to get a full view. We don't really you can't get a full view of what the EA can do if you're only turning it on right now for management. Remember, we're not managing right now. At least, we want to test it. We want you to see what it can do with minimal management. But if you're only running it 4, 5, 6 hours a day, you really don't have any clue. Now, if you're practicing now how you're going to run it, so be it. That's fine. If you're going to only run it when you can manage it, but don't waste a 30-day free trial with with it only 5, 6, 7 hours a day, and then go live and say, okay, now I'm gonna let it run. That's going backwards. So we kind of want to let it run now while it's fake money, and we can say, okay, because we can always come back with demo and say, yeah, that one lost. Had I been managing, no way in the world. If it put me in a buy right here, right now, EA put me in a buy, and I'm gonna let it run. Even if it puts me in a buy right now, I let it run. Because I want to see what it's going to do. The EA put me in the buy for a reason. It must say, I know I'm a break. So, then I can come out the next day and say, yeah, put me in the buy. If I was managing, yeah, I would have closed that one, guys. So I don't count that as a loss because I definitely would have closed that buy. If I'm managing, it goes the opposite way on me. So we do want to kind of let it run. We got another week and a half. What is today's date? Today's the 20th. So we got another week, guys, to another whole week. So we got roughly 2 weeks left. Let's test it out, guys. I would ask everybody, just turn it on. Let's test it out. It's fake money, but again, that's just me asking. You can do it the way you want to do. If you want to practice doing it the way you're going to do it in live, that's absolutely fine. I just want everybody to see what the EA can do. you know, with just letting it run. But that's the ones we're in right now, guys. Those are the trades we're in right now. Oh, I didn't go with GJ, did I? EBP JPY playing with us. But again, look, we're in. This is one, you know, okay, and we're gonna put the our little secret weapon on in a second. I call it that. GBP JPY put us in for a buy. Strong buy trend, right? It put us in for a buy right here. 161394. No, put us in for a buy right here on this top one right here. 13694. We're sitting on support. This is our stop loss right here. However, this is me if I were managing it. Now, I haven't touched my EA. This is just what I would do if I was managing it, me personally. It put me in for a buy here. Well, I know I'm in a buy trend, and I, you know, 9 times, 7 times out of 10, a buy, little bit of consolidation, and a buy continuation. Right, it's sitting on support, can't break it. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours just sitting here. This is my stop loss. If I were managing this one, even though it's consolidating right now, it's a good strong buy trend. I'm looking at the 4-hour. You know, that's relatively going sideways, but I got highs way up here. I got highs up here. You know, a 4-hour support resistance right here. I would be willing to take that because of a strong push up right here on the hour, sitting here. Out before I go to bed tonight, I would actually move my stop loss down another 20 pips. I'd be willing to risk that one. This is when I'd be willing to risk because I got strong movement up, right? And then come. This is GJ, so it's going to start moving around London. I would be really willing to move my stop loss down another 20 pips here because this is my support, and I always want to put my stop loss. That's my stop loss now. I want to put it about 10, 15 pips below support because I know what price likes to come down and try to retest it, but let it going up, right? And I'd be looking for it to push up to about right up in here, in that area. And I come back in tomorrow morning and it's done going up 40 some pips, right? That's the management we're talking about. I could be wrong on this management. I could be wrong by doing it and giving away pips. That's one I would take a chance on because we know this is a 1-hour support right here, right? But a 4-hour, a little bit stronger, right? It's a little bit stronger here. You know, we got off right across here. That's a little bit stronger. So I'd be out of the trade, you know, by the time it got there, right? So that's the one. That's the one that I'm willing to take a chance on, and move my stop loss on because I would be managing the EA before I go to bed. Now another thing. I've talked to some people and they're kind of skeptical about running overnight too, and I was too. But now again, I'm getting to the point now that if I tell myself what I'm willing to lose at nighttime, if my EA, I can adjust. I can move stop loss. I can exit the trade if I'm unsure. You can always, you know, when it comes to live, manage your EA. So what I say, if I'm running 5 trades a day maximum, but at nighttime I'm a little squirmish or whatever, I can always, you know, before I go to bed, adjust my EA to have it run 2 to 3 trades a night. Just 2 to 3 trades. If I only wanted to run GBB pairs and London pairs, I can take all the other pairs off my chart if I want to, if I elected to do that. Because at nighttime when I'm asleep, I can't manage it. But I can eliminate some of the ones that I think, you know, that I just want the London pairs running. I can close off the charts. You can always do that. Now let's go back now, and we're going to actually put in
Kirk?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to mention to be honest to that, and this is just one of my remarks. Proper management will be key, but I have to admit that too much management, and if it's not really done the right way, might actually even make you lose way more than the EA itself.
Correct. But I mean, that's so what you're saying is I got too much management there?
No. I'm just saying that, if someone manages too much, but not manage even, on the correct way, you might even lose more than what the EA could have done itself. Right.
Meaning you could cut off some pairs that you could have made money on, but
exactly.
Yeah,
yes,
I got you on that. But and again, I guess what I'm saying is with how I think, and remember, because the EA is a personal thing for everybody. I don't know your risk management, your risk tolerance, I'll say. Like Eric B has a higher risk tolerance than I do. You know, he has a lot higher risk tolerance. He can sleep at night. I used to be, I toss and turn, wake up, go to the bathroom, and I'm checking my phone right quick. You know, so
I got something to say. A lot of trading is definitely a mindset. It's not that it's dealing with risk tolerance or anything like that. Just like Florence said about too much management. I mean, you gotta. We talk about this all the time. You got to understand your numbers. What's comfortable? What numbers are you comfortable with? If you go to bed at night and you lose, what are you comfortable? If you lost, would you be fine with? That's the key. And like Florence, and piggyback on what she was saying, another thing, the reason I like running the EA at night, because if you turn it off at night, then what about those 8 or 9 trades that you could have won? But it could be the flip side. They could be 8 or 9 trades that you lost. But if you start over managing, you're gonna be like hitting the bad trade and missing the good trades. Make sense? But if you got to stay consistent with it. So to me personally, and it's not about, I mean, it ain't about personally. If you really want to run it the correct way, you should run it at night. Just lower your lot size and be willing to take. I mean, like you said, we got a design where you can cut. I don't want but 3 trades, to be taken at one time. I can lower my lot size. I don't recommend moving your stop loss. I definitely don't do that, because I'm not going to give up no more than what I need to give up. I don't do that. But everything is about understanding your numbers and how to manage setting your mindset, setting your goals. Again, everybody, most people, just like right now, we on this training, again, with 12 people, and the same ones, wonder why they fell in that the EA. And they wonder, but that's Forex. You know what I mean? Either you want it or you don't. That's why a lot of you guys know how I come across. I come across tough because I know everybody wants things handed to them. Nobody wants to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seen the results. Everybody's seen what this EA can do. But where is everybody? You know what I mean? Then when something happens, or they miss something, or they miss this training tool that we about to use. Oh, nobody told me and nobody did this. We can't hand everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all about mindset. And to me, running it around the clock, except between 2:30 and just change. If you're gonna run it at night, just lower your lot size and lower your your total trades. I think you're gonna gain a lot more than you think you're gonna lose, in my opinion. Because London is when things move. And I think you'll come out overall. I think the EA has done very well overnight, to be honest. You had a couple of bad nights, but I think overall it's won more than it lost in the last 2.5 months that I've been. Last week was tough, and we still finished out pretty good. So that's just it's just understanding and committing, if that makes sense. That's where everybody needs to be, and basically understanding the numbers. You got to understand your numbers and what you're willing to lose, and you're okay with it. That's really what it boils down to.
Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Let me close that. I was saying, I take my pairs off with. I guess that is true. We just lower the lot size, and like I said, number of pairs. It's just the 20.
I mean, again, that's the reason why you use the EA. To me, I think I'm with Florence. You start doing all that, that's too much.
Yes. I just said it because as I realized that by living it overnight, I have the same experience. I have way better win rate than
and the thing is, and the reason why, and let's just be straight up, I follow everything. I pay attention to everything. I don't comment on everything. And the reason why you say that, Florence, is why? Why can't you say that?
Sorry, repeat it again.
Why can you make that statement about the EA letting it go? Why?
Well, it's because, with my testing till now, and I have just letting it do itself first before even me going too much. And I even seeing that the results are still good. So
There
by
you
me
go.
maybe doing too much, and that's what I was saying, if I'm not doing too much the correct way, I might even negatively impact the result of the EA.
Yeah. And the reason where I was going with this is I saw your results. I saw how you started out.
Yeah.
And like you said, you wasn't even managing, and it just came back around full circle and got all the money back. So that's why you think that way now. Like what I need to do, and just how when I first started running it, and I told a couple people up here, basically what was my statement was, sometimes you just need to get out of the way. I'm just being honest.
That's
Let
right.
it do what it's going to do, because it's a good strategy. But if you start tinkling and moving and playing with this and doing that, sometimes you hurt yourself. And that is why what I was leading up to, Florence. I saw your beginning of your demo, your FTMO, and it was down. Then it came back around full circle. Then it was down again, and then you was even shocked that it came back around. I don't seen that for 2.5 months. That's what the EA does. That's what it does. But if people are not testing it or letting it run, they can't see that. They don't understand that. You understand that. That's why you was quick to make that comment, right?
Correct.
You know, and I've said a couple of people up here too. You just need to, if it's really consolidating, that's the only bad time I say if it's just going strictly sideways, left to right, yes, you need to get out. That's bad. But if it's doing any type of movement overall, the EA gonna win. Overall, it's gonna get it back. Everybody up here done seen it. How this thing will lose 8, 9, 10 trades, then come back and double up, get all it back. I mean, it's done it time after time after time after time. And you just have to see that. And once you see it, you trust it. You know what I mean? You start saying, okay, I see how it does. I just need to, if I'm not comfortable with my lot size or the potential losses down, if anything, you need to be adjusting what? Lot size. If you're gonna do anything. If you want to manage anything, that's the critical key is your lot size with the EA. Other than that, the EA is going to do what it's going to do. We designed it that way, and it's proven itself time after time after time. I hope that makes sense.
Totally.
All right. So now we're going to add what we came to tell you guys that everybody's come up with that shows, that can help us point out if the trades start to consolidate, which GJ can start to be doing because we see it. This is the 20 EMA right here. You can add this to your template if you want. You can just put it on the chart when it takes a trade, or you can just go ahead and add it to your template. The 20 EMA. Okay. It whenever price pushes away from it, and it puts you in this a buy on the buy side, it's probably a good trade. But when it starts to bounce across the EMA like this, just going sideways like this, when you see the 20 starting to flatten out and price is just bouncing back and forth across it, it's a sign that it's starting that the overall move is going to start consolidating. Pushes away from it, puts me in a sell. I'm away from the 20. It's a good trade. I also look at structure with this.
Hey, Kirk, just go to make it very simple. Go over the trades that it took. It'll be very simple. The trades that you already have marked up, use it as an example.
All right, GBPAUD.
There you go.
GA. Price was going up. It pushed away from the 20. When they put us in that trade right here, price was away from the 20.
Above the 20.
It's above the 20, right? It pushed away. It's above the 20. We stay in that trade.
Yeah, basically all this does is, guys, if the EA puts you in a trade and it's above the 20, most likely it's a good trade, especially when you got a lot of space. Show that space between price and the 20 EMA. That's a good trade. The only time you would think about getting out if price breaks the 20 and close below the 20. You know what I'm saying? So like right there where the entry is, show where the entry was, Kirk. So a price would have reversed.
Oh no, this is our entry right here. That's our entry on this one.
That's your stop loss.
That's my stop loss here.
Oh, okay. My fault. So like right now it's good. It's above. So we're gonna let it run. And everything. And if you notice it helps you identify the reason why we came up with this.
Hold up, Eric. This is trade from last night. That is my entry right there. Yeah, it was sitting on support. That was our take profit. This is still going. I mean, trade's out. We're out of this trade.
All right, we don't hit. That's what I thought. We don't hit.
That was our entry right here.
Can you use the settings for the EMA? What do you mean, Abe? Can you use the settings for the EMA?
I'm sorry, I missed a word. Can you show us the settings for the EMA?
It's just the 20
settings.
It's just the 20.
It's just a 20 EMA on you can just add it. You know how to add an EMA to your MT4. I mean, either a trading view or your MT4 or MT5.
No, sir.
You never put an EMA. Well, you probably haven't. You've been top down. So show them how to do it. EMA.
Insert indicators.
Insert
trend.
Indicators.
Yep. Look for trend.
Trend.
And sometimes it might be right here, moving average, but trend, moving average.
Okay.
Click that. Come over here and put the 20 exponential close.
Period 20 exponential close.
You can make it whatever color you want and how thick you want it. Right here, make it how thick. I always put it on 2 so I can see it a little better in black. And click OK.
All right. And then can you show me that on the trading view?
Come over here to where it says indicators.
Okay.
Moving average. Okay, and see, right here, you type in moving average. I already got it highlighted. So right here, moving average. Just type in moving, and then all the ones that come up. Moving average exponential right here.
Okay.
Click it. Once you click it, it'll show up right here. And this is how you click on the settings wheel, and the input, you change it for the chart 20 right here, and style whatever color you want.
Okay.
That's it.
And also too, anybody else that's not afraid to ask, and I repeat this 1,000 times, and you guys forget, any small technical stuff that you need to learn how to do, you don't know how to do, what should you do?
YouTube is your friend.
Thank you. I'm telling you guys, I learned everything about TradingView, everything about MT4s, all that from TradingView. So don't get caught up, if you're waiting on somebody to tell you something. Just go in. How to add a moving average to my MT4, MT5. How to add a moving average on, or exponential moving average on TradingView. I'm telling you guys, it's your best friend. It was my best friend because I had nobody. I couldn't ask anybody. So, and then that's good because you'll get in the habit of anything that you don't know, you'll go straight to YouTube and you'll get it. And you're not waiting on anybody to tell you. So don't forget that, guys. YouTube is your best friend. Trust me.
Right here, guys.
I learned everything.
Another trade last night, GBPNZD. It was our entry right here. Take profit. Away from the 20 EMA. It's away from it. So we stay in that trade. And this is one where Eric was talking about we would get out. Say we're right here. The EA puts us in a sale, right in this area. We can draw a trend line, start to draw a trend line, and it's selling. But then price reverses and closes back above. It broke the 20 EMA, then closed back above the 20. Probably want to go ahead and get out of that sale because it's done broke one time and broke back and closed the other way. So it's probably, we don't know the future.
And there will be times that if you do that and you close it, it's going to be times where you're going to close it maybe 15 pips or 20 pips, and it's going to save you 10 or 15 pips. And there are going to be times that you're going to close it early that is going to inverse and go in your favor. But that's just part of the game. You know what I mean? You can't catch everything. But majority of what I've seen is when it reverses and closes below, it goes the other direction. But you will have a small percentage of the time where it'll turn around and go the other way. And that's just part of it. That's part of the game. I think we just lost this trade here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you gotta see where it just and the other thing is too
27 pips. Got 3 more pips for stop loss.
Oh, okay. So but these are DJ, there's a lot of pips on it. And this is another thing too. We're not gonna just take the 30 pip loss. And that is the other reason why that we recoup our losses.
Hoping that
because we keep that 30 to 40. So when we win, you know what I mean? We win 5 or 6, 7 trades, we get all that back plus some. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't move stop loss. I just take if it's gonna lose, take the 30 pips and keep it moving.
I'm praying to God. I'm hoping it bounces off of that right there.
Yeah, but if anything, this also go to another go to Euro NZD. Was that in the trade now?
Yeah, we in that one right now.
If anything, like right there with Euro NZD, you see how far that is away. If long as that stays away from the 20 and it's a space, this is where you can make a decision where, okay, I may do more than 40. I may want to go 50. That's the other part about this. As long as price is away from the 20, that means there's a lot of momentum. Yep. So this is where you may want to move your take profit 40, 50, 60 pips, you know. If it's away from the 20, you could be like, okay, that's a lot of momentum. You know what? I'm gonna try to get 50 pips out of this. It's pulling away from the 20 pretty good. Does this make sense?
It's just crazy how fast price can move. Watch this, y'all. Let's go back to JPY. Not more than 3-4 minutes ago, it had come up this far.
Oh, that's Forex, man.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this 3 to 4 minutes ago, and this is when came 3 to 4 minutes ago, we were up here because I was positive in all the trades about 120 pips, $120 positive on all of them. Now I'm negative 214 because that just dropped in 3 minutes. Why can't it go that way in 3 minutes? 28 pips, 2 more pips.
That's the game when it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm over here with my hand trying to push it up, but that ain't working.
Hey, that's why they call it Forex, man. But yeah,
3 minutes ago, I'm like, Lord, why you gonna do that way? But anyway, guys, that's and as we see, you know, it could be starting to consolidate because why it's starting to, if price closes below that moving average right now, just so before GJ can move so fast. In the other pair, it might close below and we only negative 10 or 15 pips. But because of our entry, you know, and GJ moves so fast, it starts to consolidate and close right there. It's at our 30 pip limit anyway. It's hanging around at 25, 26 pips right now. Is anybody else still in this trade?
I think everybody should be pretty up.
It hasn't hit my stop loss yet. I'm 26 pips.
So your stop loss up there is off a little.
Yeah, that's off. That's off. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I moved it. I didn't put it right. But yeah, so that's the thing, guys.
Yeah, everybody should have this on their chart and help them. I think it would give you more visual aid of how to manage your trades or help most people manage their trades.
Yep. Come on, it's going down. 24 pips. Come on, get on back up there. I'm over here. Yep. So anybody got any comments or questions about that? And once you put this on your once you put it on your MT5, you know, you need to save that template. You know, right click template, save it. If you want to keep that on your template. If you don't, you just want to put it on for when you're on that pair, that's fine. You know, but if you want to save that on your template, just right click, template, save, and then save it, whatever you want to call it, your default or whatever. But you got to do that.
If we save it that way, Kirk, it will be coming automatically with the indicator though attached.
Yeah, with the moving average, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be actually on the moving average. It'll be on all the pairs. If you save this as your default pair, then go back and call every pair default. That moving average will be on every pair, right?
Yeah. Quick question. It wasn't no way to add the candle timer to the template, right?
Yeah, you can just go to if you okay now.
Okay. I thought that maybe it will derange or
no. We just didn't add all that extra stuff because every time you start adding indicators to an EA, it slows the EA down. Now, candle timer and pip counter won't harm it, but you know, I just didn't add them because I didn't want all the extra stuff on the chart. But you can add the candle timer. You know, if people got look at this, guys. This is I started right here with IML and a whole bunch of other people. All these indicators. That ain't half of them because if you open up all this, all these different strategies, FX Vortex, G6, you remember that one? Eric, G6.
Let me tell you, you must miss the thing. I did not use.
No, this is Spiller. This is Spiller stuff.
I don't care who it was. You're not listening to me. I never used the indicator.
You did well with the EMA 20 though.
After the first 3-4 months of IML, I never used another indicator. So in 6.5 years, I have not used the indicator.
Morpheus. I got so much stuff, y'all. It's crazy. Morpheus. Watch this.
That's why your trading was all jacked up.
Morpheus. I had so much.
Boy, Kirk,
this tells you to sell. Then it goes blue. Well, look, I'm in this trade for a buy. It just turned blue over here and told me to buy it. So
hey, this is what I tell people. If all those indicators over there made you money, you wouldn't have all of them. You have one or two and you be making a killing.
You're right.
Right or wrong.
You're right.
That right there, that list right there is what's wrong with Forex traders right there. That right there. We just keep playing with toys, trying to find the holy grail and keep losing and wonder why.
And the
hold on. Let me repeat this. Hold on, let me repeat this because I'm proud of this. 7 months, I had 173 wins, 84 losses. That's 257 total trades, and I had a win percentage of 67%. That's almost 7 out of every 10 trades. You tell me, do I need an indicator? And I guarantee them indicators can't do that.
I got auto fibs over here.
Look at that. And you wonder why you can't remember nothing. Man, I'll be so confused with all that stuff. That's too much. That's too much.
I don't use this mess anymore. I just ain't clean this stuff out.
I can just imagine for you to have it over there, you tried it at least once. You pretty much tried everything.
Oh, I tried everything over here. I tried.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you lost.
We need y'all need this, the bank levels. That's what the banks do.
Man, yeah. All right, hold up. I'm not Bank of America. I'm not what you got? First Citizen. I'm not Wells Fargo. My name is Eric B. Let me repeat this again. I had 173 wins and 84 losses.
So you don't need no automatic trend line.
I need to keep saying this. And I don't know what the bank does, and I really don't care what they do.
I think Eric just jealous he ain't got all these trend line, all these indicators that I got. I think he'll be calling me after the training, y'all. He'll be calling me after.
You wonder why you have so many problems with your computers. Look at that. That's crazy, man.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I bet you, if I showed you mine, I have the basic. All I have is
I remember this
that normally comes with it.
You remember those?
Yep.
I don't even remember those. What are those?
Parabolic czar.
Parabolic.
Parabolic SARS. If it's at the bottom, you buy. If it's at the top, you sell.
And I take it didn't work because you're not using it.
No.
If it was successful, we would have been millionaires.
We still be using it.
I tell you, man, all that stuff is.
I got sessions. That's my sessions here, though. New York, Asian session. This is all Asian. Like this is all Asian. Just Asian session trading.
Oh wow.
That's just for Asian session. Somebody, they told me that right there. Patty,
you're what you call an indicator hoarder.
Oh yeah, shoot. Girl, I got one over here. I think I deleted. Yeah, I deleted it. It was shoot. I just deleted it yesterday. It was a zip file that I had right here. MT4 indicators, and it was probably 1,000 of them in there.
Whoa.
Source codes, everything. I could go through all those things and be like, man, that's a lot of stuff. I don't forget what I'm. That's a lot of stuff I had up there.
You got that from IML?
No, I got it from just Googling MT4 indicators from the meta quotes. Different companies, they will offer different zip file. Say get all free MT4 indicators, MT5 indicators and stuff. But yeah, Eric's right though. That stuff. I've probably been through all these things.
Don't do it.
Ain't nothing beat just coming over here and saying, okay,
let them do it.
That's structure.
Don't do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Googling that mess, don't you let that mess go.
I'm not doing it. I went through IML just like everybody else, but no, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. GJ, come on, GJ. You're doing me good, G. You're going back up. I'm only 18.
Go ahead. I guess we'll wait to go into details on but we need to post a flyer. But go ahead and make the announcement to the two or three people that don't know it up here.
Okay, guys. Eric B and I have all of you guys know me and Eric B been working together for 3-4 years now, ever since I met him back in IML days. So, and everybody on here knows that Airbnb has his own platform where he teaches top-down analysis. And I was pretty much the EA, but y'all see me on his Zooms with Top Man in his group, and y'all see him on my Zooms. So, I mean, it just makes sense, guys, that we're going to try to offer the best of both by combining, you know, his top-down analysis with my EA, because my EA only works if you understand top-down analysis. You can get away with top-down analysis without an EA, but really with the EA, you have to understand structure to maximize it. I'll say that, to maximize it. So we thought it would be best if we came together, you know, and just put it all in one place, one package. Now, but when Eric B does his Zooms on Tuesday night, there will be no talking about EA on that. That's strictly top down. So if you have an EA question and you're on his Zoom, hold it till we get on ours, or email, inbox me or call me or whatever. On his Zooms, we will not be talking about EA. However, on my Zooms, we have to talk about top-down analysis, because, you know, we won't go into as much detail with it. We're just looking for structure, right? We're just looking for structure and trend lines, you know, and now using the 20 also to determine whether we should stay in a trade or not. You know, so that's what we're doing. It's all going to be, you know, everybody knows the EA was going to be $100 a month. Eric B's platform was $50 a month. So we just combined it to be $150. You know, so that for some of the guys, the people that were in his training and on the EA, doesn't make a difference to you, because that's what you're going to pay anyway. But who anybody's new who just wanted the EA or who just wanted top down, well, no, if you just want top down, Eric B still has his $50 a month. But if you're on the EA and you want the EA, you're going to get both. In other words, you can't just get the EA without the top down.
I mean, you hold on. Let me say that. This is what I'm saying. You can, you know, because what's going to happen is, let's be honest. This is why most people can't trade. Most people don't want to put the work in. Let's just be real. Some people gonna come on over and they just want the EA because they want to do less, and that's fine. Really, it's all about the top-down analysis is a option for the people that want to take their trading to the next level. Make sense? Okay. So they don't have to take it, and we ain't making anybody do anything. If they just sign up and they just want to do the EA, that's on them. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna learn the basic what you teach anyway with the 20 or whatever. But really, this is for people who, okay, I'm gonna get the EA anyway. Well, why not go? I mean, I got, as part of the package, why not learn more about top-down analysis and manual trading at the same time? Make sense? That's really how it's gonna work.
All right. So that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, are there any questions about it? Any questions about anything? Any comments, concerns? Anything?
Hey, this is Val.
Yes, ma'am.
I was trying to listen to y'all, but I'm at work, so I just want to tell y'all that I'm sure you guys noticed that once the EA go into a trade and it goes into a trade, you know, it removes it from the chart, and I had to reset it. I'll just put it back on again. I don't know if it's gonna go into a trade again, but I just noticed that it does that. And
I mean, you're the maybe your internet, because you're the only one that I heard say that since we have the new version.
Yeah, have you downloaded the new version yet?
I mean, it could be my internet. I have 2G and then 5G. I'm gonna switch it to the 5G, but I leave my computer on the whole time and I have it plugged up and I put a fan on it so it'll stay cool. But sometimes I cut it on. I mean, I have all of them in there, and then I make sure that the little smiley face is on, and make sure that it goes. It's on.
And I haven't heard anybody complain about it.
Well, I mean, Val, have you downloaded the new version yet?
Yeah, I did it with you.
Okay, all right. I don't remember. Okay, but I heard you say you got 2G internet. 2G internet. 2G internet is not fast enough to run any Internet Explorer or Chrome.
Oh well, I mean, I have two, but I can just switch it to the 5G because sometimes I think my son be playing games, I have to pop him upside the head. But what it is, I go to the 5G. But even when I use my hotspot is pretty good at work. But I haven't moved my computer. I left it on. I left it alone. I can sit on my phone. But I just noticed that even though it worked, even though I can see the trade that it went in, but when it went into the trade, like NCD, whatever it was, it just like went to that one line. It wasn't like them 5 lines, like when you see when it's ready. It just seemed like when it went into that trade and it went into it, it was done. That
The
it
5
just
lines. What do you mean?
yeah, it just
I'm not.
like that one line.
I'm not sure what you mean by that. The 5 line. What do you mean?
Picture of it, but I was just wondering. I'm gonna put on the highest speed of my internet.
What you know what I recommend doing just for 1 month. Get a VPS for 1 month and see if you have any problems. So you can get a VPS for anywhere from $7 to $10 a month, and just see if you have any problems. Because 2G even with a hotspot, hotspots are not consistent enough to run an EA.
Oh well, I could plug my computer up, my laptop up to the actual cord, like the Ethernet cord.
To a hotspot.
No, I can plug it in. It's like I have a computer that's a desktop, but I can just plug that. I can take that cord out and plug my computer up. So
what I'm saying is you're plugging it up to your router or what? Because you said you got 2G internet.
It's a router. I can do that.
Well, okay, but you're confusing me because you say you got a 2G internet, but you got a router. I don't know of any routers that put out 2G.
No, it was my computer, my laptop is on wireless, but I can make it the hard drive. I can put it I can just hook it up.
I would do hard drive. Try that first and see what happens.
Yeah, and I'll do that next.
Hardwired straight to your router. Yeah, and then when you do that, when you hardwire to your router, go to your browser, go to your internet browser, and type in speedtest.net. Type in that right there, speedtest.net. And something wrong. Yes, it's got to be something with your internet. And then you just click go. And this will tell you the speed of your internet right here. It'll show the speed of your internet.
Okay, speedtest.com.
Speedtest.net.
Oh, .net. Okay.
.net. Like this is my internet speed in my house right here. 300. You're probably running anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30. And that's not enough. I'm running 300 megs.
Mine's supposed to be 400. Mine's supposed to be 400 because I have 5 computers. It's supposed to be 4. They told me I was paying for 4. But I thought
you're paying for 400 megahertz, or you're paying for 4 computers. What do you?
400.
400 megahertz. That means you got a gig service. Okay, you must have a fiber service or a gig service, which is going to give you about 400 megahertz down, and about 5. So if that's the case, you're not running 2G. You're running a gig. So that means you got if your internet is running a gig that fast, which like you see out here, you got a different problem. It's your computer or something. Just go to speedtest.net and see what it's giving you. If it's giving you anything above 75, 80 megs, you should be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that tonight, and then I'm just gonna put it in the heart. I'm just gonna plug my computer, my laptop to the actual Ethernet cord thing.
Right.
Okay, then, guys.
Just lost GJ.
Okay.
All right. Just lost GJ.
It's been a slow week this week. You noticed that?
Yeah. Everything's starting to come out. Just lost GJ. It popped down on there. Got me. And then watch. It'll come down here and by the wake up tomorrow morning, it's way up here somewhere.
That's what you call Forex.
Yeah. That's what you call wanting to throw the computer in the trash.
Yeah. Hey, give me a call once we are finished.
Okay. All right. Anybody else got any comments or questions? Anything? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's that's going to do it for tonight. What's today? Monday. What is today? Today's Wednesday.
Today is Monday, man.
Today's Monday.
Really?
Darn. Wait,
really? Jesus.
Yeah, today is Monday. Yeah, I had to say today's Monday. Darn, I'm thinking Wednesday. Yeah. All right, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I had an alert for that. Then we will see you guys on Wednesday night. And this, that's one thing I forgot, guys. I want to show you. Forgot about this. All the recordings now, screen 1. All the recordings now will be up here in our Discord under Zoom recordings. The last one, last Wednesday's one was right here, recording Wednesday. Then I'll put Mondays, and all our recordings will be right here. So you can go back and if you ever missed one, just look in under Zoom recordings. All right.
it.